the future, I somehow let John live.
Somehow, sure.
Welcome back, Space Cadets, to Hal and Dave's trip to Jupiter with John, where our Mega Man X3 drinking game continues. If you want to know the rules, please refer back to Part 1, and we hope you drink responsibly.
And if you want to
Unlike us!
Off with the Los Equis commercial!
If you want to see like the deteriorating insanity that I'm going through, just refer back to the previous episode.
I mean,
I think we're all going through that same thing, Dave. Come on.
I mean, we've established that
You're not the only one with problems.
We've established that this game is the game that they phoned in.
Murder.
Oh no, David's talking about murder. But what's that? Murder spelled backwards is red rum? Red rum is delicious!
Red rum spelled backwards is murder, but murder isn't as delicious.
Murder is scary, actually. So let's just go over
Aren't we all glad this will be
each
the last
level
part?
really quick to make sure that we have collected the parts, everything except for the question marks. Because the question marks are the enhancement capsules, which improve our armor beyond its default abilities.
We got everything.
We don't want that, so we're good. We are going to Dr. Doppler's lab.
Woo! Final stage!
Which, honestly, this music has been stuck in my head all day.
It's pretty jamming.
It's very catchy.
This is kick-ass music for a final boss.
like Mega Man X3. Okay, so I know, John, you watched me do a test play of this game a little bit, and I kind of
with the amazing FMV sequences.
I
from,
complained pretty hard at the time, and I was like, I really don't like this game. And I think by comparison to Mega Man X1, it is definitely a huge step down. But I think on its own,
because we often
fun.
discuss the Zelda. One of the biggest things about the Zelda franchise is that you have games that
Spikes.
are.
Why are there spikes?
Yeah, no, this ceiling literally descends to try to get you.
So you have this problem with like Mario and Zelda and even Pokemon to a lesser extent, where you've got a game that's good on its own, but not as good as other games in its series. So, for example,
we've seen them do better.
Well, we all know that the best Pokemon.
Man. Okay, so after a few drinks of our game, my reflexes are definitely slowed. I can feel it.
But so, for example,
John, the best Pokemon game is clearly Gen 1, Fire and Blue. I mean, Red and Blue. And
I'm going to hurt you.
Charizard is
no court will convict me.
Charizard is the best Pokemon, and the competitive battle
I
is the most
see
balanced.
nothing. I see nothing.
If he attacks me first, I
Hal
can get away
knows
with
nothing.
it.
Yeah, sure, says the guy who tried to shove a pillow on my pod. That wasn't even going to work. What did you think was going to happen?
Man, okay.
It was to make me feel better.
Let's continue with the Mega Man stuff.
My point is, you've got game like X3 is not a bad game. It's not. It's probably above average, but it's a bad Mega Man X game, and that's where the conflict comes in.
Wow!
Wait, really?
You literally just died in the same thing.
I did. No, but the hitboxing is goofy.
So you've got the conflict between it being a decent game, but it being a bad Mega Man X game.
Yeah.
There's a dichotomy there that a lot of people can't reconcile. Why do you think there are so many like Gen 2 versus Gen 4 versus Gen 6 Pokemon arguments, or Link to the Past versus
to bust
Ocarina
out
of
the
Time,
best weapon in the game.
Or you know about this, Hal, X versus Zero series.
Yeah.
Well, like, in general, similar series are just always going to be compared to each other no matter what, and what's best and what's worse. And, like, instead, I still have a lot of nostalgia for Pokemon Silver. Even though...
Well, now, to be fair, Gen
right.
2 is not as broken as Gen 1, so I can see that Gen 2 can be good.
Please.
You did it.
Yeah! Woo!
You did it!
Thank
Take
you.
a drink and get even worse.
Thank you, Robo Jesus. But no, what I would say is like, it's not a terrible game, but it's definitely. I think if this game was taken all by itself, like not as a part of a series,
It'd be above average.
I don't think that the series would kind of like last all that long from this game.
What the hell is that?
So it's a Mechanaloid.
It's basically
Oh,
a
hey,
McDonald's Power Rangers toy.
Okay, so this is important. We kept Zero alive this long, so he's helping us.
Oh, cool.
I've come to help you. I'm not useless, I swear. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling. You just destroy that junk robot.
Yeah, it is junk. It looks terrible.
So, yeah, no, because the ceiling has spikes on it, and it's descending upon us.
Let me guess. If we hadn't saved X, then
Zero.
that thing would eventually...
Yeah.
Or saved Zero, that thing would have crushed us?
Well, it comes down a lot faster otherwise. So we're gonna wreck this thing's day and destroy it. And then we meet up with Zero over here, who's just kind of like, dude, I had time to get a coffee from Starbucks.
Man,
I like
what are you
my
doing?
white chocolate mocha frappuccino.
Yeah,
With extra
and
whip?
this
Oh.
time, the barista got my name right.
They spelled Zero with a Z and everything.
They put
Sometimes
a
spell
little
it with an
slash
X.
in the Z. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
It
Well,
was.
watch my step. Thanks, Zero. Yeah, no, like, they have this bromance going on at this point.
It's
Well,
guy
they
look.
kind of feel like a more brotherly relationship between Proto Man and Mega Man.
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess so. So, let's see. If I remember right, there's a specific
To
thing I
be
need
fair,
to take care of
Proto
right now.
Man is more Racer X than I would say.
Oh no, I like the
The secret
influences are
brother?
painfully obvious.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so... Okay,
Or Char.
I remember this part
'Cause
very
it's red, so it goes
specifically.
3 times faster. Yeah.
So I'm going to switch over to Frost Shield. And we are going to charge this up. This is the most useful Frost Shield's ever going to be. Shield, go. It destroy that enemy and lets us get the ride armor. And we're going to go grab the kangaroo ride armor, I think is good.
So bad.
Kangaroo!
Kangaroo.
Kenga.
And hey, it's very similar to the rabbit ride armor from the previous game. Except it's called kangaroo now. I mean, that's really the only difference. So we're gonna drop the ride armor into this pit, honestly.
Are we gonna pull Yoshi?
Yeah, we pulled the Yoshi.
We toast.
And so this is the last pink capsule.
Okay.
So, enter this capsule, X. Install this chip to enhance your parts. All your parts.
Oh, you get all 4 of them at once.
Yeah, we avoided those enhancement capsules because if you get any enhancement capsules earlier in the game, you cannot get this.
Oh.
So, this is the ultimate enhancement chip.
So
Where we get all 4 enhancement parts at once.
But what's the difference between
So,
getting them all
head,
4 at once
arms,
and
chest, legs. And we are gold.
Oh.
So, right now, if we check, the arm part gave us the hypercharge, the chest part gave us the extra barrier, the leg part gave us the double dash, and the head part gave us regenerating health. In fact, yeah, let's just
Hang
chill
on
out for a second.
What's the difference between getting them all separately and getting them all at once?
Because if you get them separately, you can only get 1 power. But if you get them all at once, you get all of them, and you turn gold.
Oh, you
So-
did not
Yeah.
specify that.
So yeah, check that out. We're gonna just like hang out here for a second. Watch this.
Does it regenerate your sub tanks?
Yep, this is how you fill your sub tanks.
I'm taking a drink.
Oh.
Shug it. Armor parts that are OP.
That's just obscene.
He finally learned Serene Mind.
I know. I've been playing the long game with this one because I played this game through twice to figure out the best route through the game and all the secrets, and this is what happened.
Okay.
This is
And like I said, my opinion changed because
Dave, it's beautiful.
I went into this game kind of hating it and feeling like this was the shitty sequel that didn't need to exist.
But it gives you things like this.
To feeling like, you know, there's some fun to be had. I think it's definitely not as refined or as polished as the first Mega Man X.
Well, see, there's a difference between lacking some refinement and polish and being terrible.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Mega Man X7 is pretty legitimately terrible, and there's a whole different drinking game we can play for
again,
that.
bring it back to the Pokemon thing. Gen 2 is not very refined and polished, but I have a lot of fun with it.
No. I agree, and, you know, it took some maturity, it took some growing up for me to appreciate it. Oh, by the way, so, we let Bit live for this specific moment.
X, you fought well to defeat Bite, but I will not go down so easily.
So, we're about to fight God Karmashine Oinari.
The victory over Bite was your fault.
So, if they're together, they combine into this form, but for some reason they can still do it on their own. Where
Oh man, are we doing an Ornstein and Smog thing?
this is, yeah, exactly. We're doing Ornstein and Smo. Where he's weak to the Ray Splasher.
Wow, he's super Hindu or
and,
Buddhist.
yeah, he's very Buddhist. He's like a combination of lots of different ideas, but hey, he takes a lot of damage from Ray Splasher, but also cheaply grabs
Did he
you.
just wall master you?
He did.
That's so weird.
And you can still shoot him.
Oh, we can.
Yeah, he's not restricting your ability.
He goes
to
down like a
counterattack.
little bitch because the boss that you fight normally is a very generic like mechanaloid. So
Oh, this is much cooler.
yeah, this is much cooler even though he goes down very fast. But from what I understand, he's generally stronger if you let both of them live.
Well, I imagine so.
Can you kill both and just have to fight him, or?
If you kill both, you don't have to fight them. They have a completely different boss in there.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we're headed off to Doppler Stage 2 now.
How many
I
stages?
always find it interesting that Mega Man X game, like and Mega Man Classic and stuff, will pull you out and then send you back in for each separate stage. They don't just transition you immediately.
Yeah, the original Mega Man games actually kept you on kind of a gauntlet where even your weapon energy counter
Right, and
would
you could
carry
see
over.
and you could see your thing moving through the castle. With the X series, they just pull you back out to the main screen and then make you go back in.
Now that's
Is there a reason for that? Do we ever?
well. Here's an interesting point: is that on the Super Nintendo games they could have easily done that, where they could have done the classic thing where you continue on through the castle. But the PlayStation games make a little more sense because they kind of
Because
have
of the loading screens.
Yeah, they have to keep loading it, and so it makes more sense. I'm going to use, honestly, the Spin Blade from Crush Crawfish is one of the best weapons in the game because you fire two very fast blades that they fire forwards and then they arc backwards.
Oh,
they have
weed whackers!
Exactly. Yeah, they have a very
whackers!
wide hitbox.
I'm gonna trim all these mechanical lawns.
Man, he is literally the best version of Cutman.
So yeah, we kind of got the best weapon last. But at the same time, it was important to the order we were going in.
Wait. If you got flying weed whackers, what's his charge version do?
So,
Destroy a colony.
So I want to ask, what ride armor do you think we need right now?
Hawk.
You are as wrong as fuck.
I said frog.
Okay, frog is correct. Because while this game doesn't really tell you, there's
We're
water.
about to go underwater.
So if you try to bring
Wait. Hawk. Rabbit. Frog.
Okay. Dave's having an epiphany, guys. He's spasming over here.
If there was a fox, you would have
Ah, shit.
a crew of Star
I
Fox.
lost it.
Oh!
Doesn't matter.
Oh shit, you're right. Wait. Almost.
It doesn't
Falcon
matter.
instead of hawk.
I know.
Yeah,
but still,
well,
it's
you
a
know.
bird, a rabbit,
I mean,
and
he's
a frog.
he's technically a peregrine falcon, I think. I don't know.
Well, no, because it's not a rabbit, it's kangaroo.
All right. Anyways.
Oh, kangaroo. Well, we had
So,
I get where you're going with that.
guys, check this action out because
Ooh, I love the ominous background.
We're at a boss door. Yeah, Doppler's got a dramatic effect going on in the background.
Oh man.
So we're gonna summon Zero for the last time.
Does he go into this one?
This is the only boss door in the entire game that Zero can enter. And so all we're gonna do is we're going to fire off his 2 charge shots and save his Z-Sabre to go through this door. Because we're gonna fight the most hazardous boss in the universe, Mosquitos.
It's a mosquito. Wait. What the? Did he just take off half your health?
Yeah, he's a bitch.
What? Well, that's obscene. And yet you killed him in like one Z-Sabre slice.
So he defeats us, right?
Oh.
He defeats us by falling on top of us because he's a little bitch.
I mean, you're not dead. You're at 1 health.
Now check this out.
It's a cutscene.
It is very much a cutscene.
Huh.
So what happens is, what was that explosion? Zero, are you okay?
No. Fuck you.
Sorry,
Our fragile
I failed.
eggshell baby has cracked.
Oh.
No, not the eggshell baby. He's only gonna get a
Sorry,
rating of
X.
2.
Crap!
I
I'm gonna
failed.
get an. Crap! I'm gonna get an effing home ec.
It seems my power generator is damaged.
Oh man, his battery's broken. And he doesn't have a spare.
I'll try and make it back to Dr. Kane's lab for repairs.
Wasn't he killed an entire city? Don't mention that.
You better take my beam saber with
Oh!
you. My beam sabre.
My beam sabra.
It's the
Crush
British
them
spelling,
all,
guys.
X.
Let it go.
You're our last hope.
Help me,
So,
X. You're my
yeah,
only
I
hope.
was planning on this long game for the whole time. So now, when X's charge reaches level 4, something new happens. So we can fire our twin shot, and then Z-Sabre.
And you could only have it for like the final boss?
So from now on, we have the Z-Sabre, and it is astronomically powerful.
Well, I mean, if Zero's usage of it is any indication.
Take this,
That's
my
hardly
love,
surprising.
my anger, and all my sabres.
Shining Finger Sabre!
Sword!
Yeah, it is. It does massive amounts of damage to all enemies in this game. So Zero's uselessness continues.
I'm
So
taking a drink for
yeah,
that.
we gotta take a drink for that.
So X is a better Zero than
X
Zero.
is better at
Are you
zeroing
kidding?
than
X6
Zero.
starts with him using Zero Z-Sabre constantly.
Ironic because Mega Man Zero gives Zero all the powers of X.
That's right. That's why like ZX is a combination of Z and X's power, or Zero and X's powers in that setting.
Well, because Mega Man Zero 2 had an interesting mechanic where you could like style change, and there's actually an X form which focuses on the Buster. But
Well, yeah, no, that's
Zero's
pretty much what
always better.
ZX did. Yeah.
So there is almost no point to using any special weapons from now on.
Because of the frickin' Z-Sabre?
But we're actually going to humor this and use the Parasite Bomb to attack these snails, because snails,
What the?
they are climbing the wall. And
No,
they're-
that's not...
I mean,
They have a platform that...
snails,
What?
snails are kind of cute, and if I just keep holding down the Y button, I can just like watch everything explode.
This is so weird. It's
so
got a
bad.
little platform inside it.
Yeah. Did we take a drink for shitty projectiles on this level?
I already did.
Give me a sec.
My reflexes have gone to heck.
You ran into the wall.
I ran into the fucking wall. God damn.
Feel shame.
I am the best Mega Man X player ever, and not drunk as fuck.
Hey, you said it, not us.
When we're at MagFest again, you can participate in the Mega
Man,
Man.
if
The Mega Man Marathon?
you know, there's some other YouTubers who I know who participate in those Mega Man marathons, and I think they're really cool. And if I could join their ranks, I would be honored in
I
the
mean,
utmost.
I had a lot of fun doing the Mega Man Battle Number 3 playthrough because I spent like 10 minutes with the guy that was running it, like on air, discussing all the stupid things about the anime versus the game.
Oh god.
Like
Yeah,
the whole Fireman Heatman thing.
Yeah.
Because he had no idea.
Oh, yeah, right.
The English dub.
No, not that. The fact that
No,
like
the anime changes a lot as far as Mega Man Battle is concerned.
Well, 'cause
But,
first
you know,
of all, it's Torchman, not Fireman,
let's save that for
but-
another playthrough, because right now we're here in Mega Man X3 land, and we're
marveling at this game that we should be good at but aren't.
I mean, yeah.
I would say, considering he's playing it drunk.
I mean, he could definitely be doing worse. I know. I wouldn't have gotten this far.
honestly, I
How
stopped
about you,
keeping
Dave? Think you would
count.
have gotten this far?
I stopped keeping count of like how far I was, so I'm
I'm
kind of
assuming
like,
the answer is probably not.
trying to keep it all together.
Keep it together.
Because I mean, I came up with this idea in the first place because I realized that Mega Man X3 definitely not the pinnacle of Mega Man game design, and I tried to think of a way to spice it up, and that's what came to mind. Is that we should, appreciate all the stupid tropes that happen in this game, like the bosses that
Because
charge.
this is probably one of the tropiest X games, if not the most.
Yeah, well, the fact that the bosses, like a huge bulk of bosses, charge from left to right on the screen, it speaks to like a lack of like imagination
careful.
or
Well,
creativity.
Yeah, I would say this game has the problem of feature creep.
Right, so you're trying to cram too many gimmicks into one thing.
Well, like you have the
All right, guys, gotta focus. Okay, your lead, man. All right, let's cut for now, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna knock out Dr. Doppler's lab, and remember, Space Cadets.
Dr. Doppler.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, because we sure as heck not.
Don't
are not.
drink and spike.
Don't drink and play Mega Man.
Yes! Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
Don't spike your drinks, kids.
See you next time, Space Cadets, on Hal and Dave's Trip to Jupiter with John.